Samsung didn't warn anyone about this, but the Galaxy S26 Ultra may be the most quietly dangerous upgrade they've released in years. Not because it's flashy, but because of what it changes behind the scenes. Some upgrades look small, almost boring, yet they could completely reshape how Samsung controls performance, features, and even future updates. And once you notice them, you can't unsee what's coming next. If you like uncovering hidden tech decisions, silent upgrades, and the stuff brands never put on slides, drop a like, share this with a fellow tech addict, and subscribe. This channel isn't about reading spec sheets. It's about understanding what those specs actually mean a year from now. On the surface, the S26 Ultra feels familiar, almost safe. Faster chip, better display, refined cameras, nothing shocking. But that's exactly the point. Samsung didn't want this phone to feel disruptive. Instead, they quietly rewired the foundation. The new processor isn't just about speed boosts. It's optimized for sustained AI tasks running constantly in the background. That tells us Samsung is preparing phones that think all the time, not just when you open an app. The trade-off? Peak performance matters less than control and efficiency, which could explain why raw benchmark jumps don't feel as dramatic as people expected. Then there's the display, arguably the most overlooked change. Yes, it's sharper and brighter, but that's not the story. Built-in privacy viewing angles are the real signal. This isn't just a cool feature for crowded places. It suggests Samsung wants the display itself to become a security layer, not a screen protector, not software. The panel. Today it blocks side views. Tomorrow, it could decide visibility based on apps, location, or even behavior. That's incredibly powerful and a little uncomfortable when you think about how much control that gives the system. Cameras are where many reviewers shrug and move on. But this is where Samsung played the longest game. Instead of chasing megapixels, they focused on light. Wider apertures across lenses mean better low-light performance without bragging rights. Why? Because this lets Samsung improve photos silently through software updates later. When the hardware already gathers more light, AI could do more heavy lifting afterward. The scary part? Phones with similar sensors may never get those upgrades. Not because they can't, but because Samsung chooses not to unlock them. Charging feels like a clear win. Faster speeds, stronger wireless charging, built-in magnets. But magnets aren't about convenience alone. They're about ecosystem gravity. Accessories that snap on. Mounts that assume alignment. Chargers that expect precision. Samsung is subtly shifting users toward a controlled accessory environment, closer than ever to how other ecosystems lock people in, just without saying it out loud. Even the thinner body fits into this puzzle. Samsung shaved off thickness while keeping everything stable, which only works through serious internal trade-offs. This suggests the company is reaching the physical limits of the Ultra design. From here forward, every upgrade will demand compromise somewhere else: battery chemistry, thermal management, or modularity. The era of just add more is ending. When you connect all these dots, the Galaxy S26 Ultra isn't just an upgrade. It's a direction change. Samsung is optimizing for longevity, control, and ecosystem influence rather than obvious wow factors. That might make this the smartest Ultra yet, or the moment Samsung quietly decided how much freedom future users will really have. So here's the real question. Is this the kind of flagship evolution you want? Subtle, intelligent, and controlled? Or do you miss the days when upgrades felt wild and unpredictable? Because once this path is chosen, there's no going back. And what Samsung does next might already be hiding in plain sight. If you spotted something most people missed, or you disagree completely, drop it in the comments. I read them all. This is one of those phones that gets more interesting the longer you think about it.